What Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's anime Nerdigan review is going to be for Renai Boukun, aka Love Tyrant, Season 1, Episode 9, Absolutely Nothing X, There's Just Something Wrong With Me. Now, usually how I've been doing these reviews is just going in order of the actual manga, but with this episode of the anime, they jumped around a lot in chapter 23 and jumped back and forth between chapter 23 and chapter 24. So I'm going to go in the order of the episode, the events, and Anyway, the first part of chapter 23 was completely skipped. Yes, even though they jumped around this chapter, the first part was completely skipped. Yes, some of the dialogue was there, but like the having somehow cleared up the problem with Akane-san's family, we finally returned to our normal peaceful lives. That part for the most part was there. It's just it was in the wrong spot. But I'm going to read the rest of this portion of the chapter because I want you anime onlys to know what you're missing here. No, well, not like life is normal nor peaceful in any way. There must be something wrong with me. Summer vacation came back to an end, and we're back to starting school today. Good morning, Akua-chan. Stare. What? Nothing. After all that's happened, he seems fine. Meow. Yeah. Because remember, Akua's still scared of Kalaris, but especially when Kalaris takes possession of Blue. But anyway, meow. Oh, it's just you, Blue. If you're looking for Karari-san, he went back to heaven. Huh? Heaven? You and Karari-san have gotten pretty close, Akua? Huh? In your dreams, maybe. How about you even let Karari-san on your shoulder the other day? Gee, that was just so I don't have to look at his face. Jeez, eat quietly, you two. Coming, I wonder who it is. And we didn't get to see little Blue going after the salmon. But anyway, dear, which necktie should I wear today? You should at least eat breakfast, you know. Shut up. Seiji, come here. Meow. And then Akane's supposed to show up here. And she's supposed to say, Mother, Father, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Seiji-kun's future wife, Hiyama Akane. What? What? Akane-san, what are you doing here? Good morning, Seiji-kun. Good morning. I wanted to walk to school with you, and I wanted to introduce myself to Mother and Father. Here, it's not much, but please accept it. Thank you. That's very thoughtful of you. Seiji, what's the meaning of this? Since when did you get on with a beauty like her? Well, it's kind of complicated. Meow. Long time no see. And that was supposed to be there because remember, in Akane's flashback that we saw last week, she helped Seiji take care of Blue. That's rare. Blue usually doesn't get attached to someone he's just met. Meow, really? Get out of the way. Akua-chan, good morning. Morning. Phew, take care. Meow. Akane-san, we have to get to school too, right? Right. Yes, Mother, Father, I shall formally introduce myself on another day. Sure, we'll be waiting. Let's go, Akane-san. And then in the manga, what it has here is the conversation between Yuzu and her mother, which we see later on in the episode, so I will come back to that in a section in a minute. Where it goes, I'm gonna get to this part right here. Yay, long time no see, guys. How have you been? Look at that sunburn. We had a barbecue the other day. I caught a really big beetle last week, you know. You wouldn't believe this. As for me, children, good morning, Seiji-kun Akane. Good morning. Long time no see, Prez. Hiyama-san, good morning. Good morning. And the guys are just like in shock. And then it goes, well, why is Hiyama-san shining brighter than before? And she's even gracing us with such a gentle smile. Usually she'd ignore us. Why? Hiyama-san seems so different from before. And I really wish this scene would have been here because it shows how much, you know, she's changed after she got that weight lifted off of her shoulders. Anyway, summer break. After a single summer, a girl becomes blooming just at the end of the summer vacation. Seiji, did you finally do the deed? Huh? Damn you, why me? And then this part was completely skipped when, Yuzu, and this is why I kind of am, like, a little bit pissed that they didn't have it in the correct order, because, because Guri comes riding in with Yuzu on a cheetah. Yay! Guri, whoa, Nelly, what did you bring this time? I figured that with this end of summer vacation, the first day at school would be about everyone bragging about their summer memories. I wanted to make an impact that wouldn't lose to anyone, thus here I am. I picked up Yuzu-san on the way. What a competitive spirit. Fine, you win, okay? Fine, you win, okay? Grr, eek, rawr. Oh, you're the kitty from before. And this was a while back. He's wanted to see you again the whole time, Akane-san. Cat seemed to be very fond of me today. Rawr. It's a strange scene, but after the long vacation, Hiyama-san seems more like an angel than before. Guri-chan, this is a school, you know. Are you sure he'll be fine? The people from the zoo will come pick him up later. No prob. Ani-sama, Yuzu, you came here again. I bet Amisha-san tried to stop you. For goodness sakes, so you're really... Did you make sure you lost her? Of course. Akane-san, Mama-sama is so easy to trick. Seems like and then the class president goes, seems like Akane's changed somehow, like she's broken free or something. She looks so fulfilled somehow. Yeah, true. Now that she's got breathing room, she might have actually become a lot nicer to everyone now. You bully, Akane-san. Don't touch my Seiji-kun so casually. I thought they actually got... This part was there. This is where the episode really started, was right around this portion of the chapter. Oh, this part was skipped. No, wait, Akane-san's not bringing out her blade yet. I guess that's her way of compromise. Mari. After the opening ceremony, later what's that? Don't mind it. I'll go to the council meeting later, don't worry. Okay, see you later. Here's the handout. You guys will probably be busy sharing your stories of summer break, but we need to start preparing for the next event, like the school festival. Oh, the school festival! Woohoo! It's finally that time of year. Time's passed by so fast. School fest. It's a bit early, but you guys should think about what you want our class to do. Let's do a haunted house. No! I can even call over some real ghosts for us. Don't do that, because remember, they were traumatized by that little stunt that Guri did. Guri-chan, let's think of something more fun, okay? Yes, something more fun. Fun. Concert, dance, cafe, gaming all day. Something fun. Yuzu-chan and Guri, neither of you are students at the school, you know. I'm looking forward to the school festival. Now then, as summer break comes to a close, we must be careful not to lose focus. That idiot. What's that? Who are you? What are you doing? I think Sama's waiting to ambush me at school, so I need to get back before classes end. Want me to give you a ride? Rawr, no, thank you very much. Yes, now go. Yuzu-chan, do your best with your mom. No need to tell me that. I'll do just fine. Anyway, just because I'm not around doesn't mean I'll allow you to any excess contact with Oni-sama. I'll come by and guard you tomorrow. Sure. See you tomorrow. Don't act so friendly with me. Is he letting what happened last time get to his head? Hold on. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. I said the chapter started at a different portion of the chapter. Actually, that dialogue was there, but they actually put it right here at this part of the chapter. This is the last part that was really skipped. Well, we should get home too. Let's see. And the thing is that, like, it started here, and the cheetah is not there at all. They have everything here, like the dialogue from this last portion of the chapter, but the cheetah is not there, and that's kind of annoying. I think this part was skipped too. Be more responsible, please. I'm tired of your nonsense, so I'll just wait for you here. Down we go. But this part was here, and like, I was just kind of sad that the cheetah wasn't there, because Guri looks so cute with the little cheetah tail in front of her face. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, okay, so then they go into the classroom, and Seiji says, what? Wait, that's my seat. He's thinking that, and Akane goes nuts, and she says, excuse me, this is Seiji-kun's seat. Who are you? What are you doing? And Shikimi says, then we see Shikimi, and she says, your happiest in my entire life face will go to waste. And this part was skipped with the class. I thought it was a teacher at first, but then going on later in the episode, or in chapter 24, it was pointed out that it was the class advisor. So the class advisor says, oh, this is where you were. Thanks for waiting, Shiramin-kun. I need you to sign some documents. Could you come with me? Aino and Hiyama, have you already made friends with Shiramin-kun? And Shikimi says, even though it's our first time meeting, Seiji and Akane-san were so nice to me. And then Akane says, don't tell me. And then it jumps back to earlier in the chapter with Yuzu and her mom. Hold on a second. Let me just make sure I have the right thing. Where is it? Here it is. The first part of it was skipped. Which, let me see if I have it right here. Here we go. There's like two parts of this chapter that they do a flashback to for the most part, but this part was skipped. It might have been pointless with Yuzu-chan's personality, but I've already taken some precautions. Now it's been a long time since I've been in Japan. Time for some beer. And Suroka says, but still but still morning. And then Yuzu, the scene was there, like the animation was there. It's the writing. This writing is fucking everything up. And then Yuzu says, again, skip. Gah, Suroka, now your mama sans yes man, huh? I won't let you live this down. And then Yuzu's double pops up, and that wasn't there at all. And Yuzu-san, I'm ready to work as your double today. And then Yuzu says, but now I don't have any means to get to Oni-sama. Not to brag, but my slowness won't lose to anyone. Geez, what is that? That sound. And that is when Guri came with the cheetah. So, yeah. Let's get to chapter 24. Because that's where the episode goes next. Because we saw, like, the good chunk of the dialogue with the, Shikimi saying that she's transferring and stuff. But let's get to this next chapter here that this anime covers. Because this covers chapter 20. This episode covers chapter 23, 24, and 25. So let's see. So the class advisor joke was completely skipped. And that's near the beginning of the chapter. A second, let me make sure I have this in front of me. Because I know there's some stuff that I didn't write down in my notes that I know was skipped. Because the reason why I wish that they would have shown, the Good Morning Hayama-san in the previous chapter that, I mentioned that was skipped, was because you saw this difference in her. And then in chapter 24, which they did show this scene, it was a huge contrast. Like, Akane is fucking miserable because of Shikimi. But the dialogue was, there was a little bit of a word change. What they said in the classmate said in the manga was, she's completely different from yesterday. And then Yuzu shows up, and it was supposed to be Mama-sama suddenly left for abroad, so now I can see you first thing in the morning, but it was a little bit different here. But this is what the class advisor joke I was mentioning. There was who's that? Who's he again? Who? I'm your class advisor. Don't forget me. And then this part of his little speech was skipped. She'll be transferring to this class starting today. Shiramin Shikimi-kun. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Then what it does here is it jumps back to there's a little bit in the chapter. There's a flashback of the rest of the conversation that Akane and Seiji had, but I think, let me just double check something real quick in my notes. Oh yeah, that part was still skipped. Okay, so this part was skipped. Here we go. Seiji-kun, you can have my have your wallet back. Did you? See you tomorrow, Akane-san. Akane-san. Oh, and this part was skipped too. Don't try to chase out Shikimi-chan or anything, okay? It's your mom's order, you see. Oh, and this part was skipped. Again, side characters, they just don't matter. Don't tell me Shiramin-san is also Seiji's girlfriend. Nope. But, and then she goes, but I'm also acquainted with Yuzu and Guri-san as well. And one of the guys is like, they're calling you Guri Dono. And she says, who's she? And that was completely skipped. And then we didn't get to see, like, how Shikimi was excelling. Again, I didn't say this yet, but I think it has to do with time management. And I think what this episode tried to do way too much this week, that's for sure. Anyway, this part was skipped. First place, Shikimi-san. Amazing, Shikimi-san. You're even faster than Akane. That means she's the fastest in the school. Shikimi-san, who are you? Oh, please, it's no biggie, really. It's a very big biggie for your information. And then we see Shikimi reading, and this is in the manga, by the way, in chapter 24. Shikimi-san, you're amazing. You're good at sports, really pretty, really smart, pretty, and you're so nice. Maybe you're next in line as school idol after Hayama-san. Doesn't seem like she's got a boyfriend either. Maybe I should confess to her. Me too. You probably shouldn't you guys? Akane, come here, let's talk to Shikimi-san. I think Akane-san might hate me. That's not true. Akane-san's got that really cool aura, you see. She's not interested in anyone other than Aino-kun. Don't let it get to you. Then we have the conversation with Yuzu and Shikimi. And for the most part, that conversation was perfect. I think this part was skipped though. So Mama-sama, no, this part was there. So Mama-sama was contriving with you. No wonder she left in a hurry last night. But they didn't see the flashback of, we didn't get to see Mama saying, "See you until next time, Yuzu-chan." Let's see. Let me see. What Shikimi says in the anime is she says that Yuzu looks lost, even though in the manga it says doubt, but it really screwed up the rest of the conversation here and where it went. But this is what was skipped in the conversation. In any case, even if it's Mama-sama's orders, don't you dare do anything to make Oni-sama sad. Besides, we're not your toys, you know. Tisk tisk, you are my toys. That part was skipped. Instead, what it did, it went back to earlier on in chapter 23. Hold on a second. And this part was skipped from it. Where are we? And, I think it's acceptable for what they did, and I understand what they're trying to do here. Like, I just wish they would have done the whole scene, because it would have worked better with the flow of the episode. But this is the part of the conversation that was skipped between Yuzu and Amisha. Amisha says, I never would have imagined that you were going to the house of the Hiyama's daughter every morning. What were you thinking, Yuzu-chan? And then Yuzu says, how many times have I said, must I say it? I am very much in love with Oni-sama. I've loved her for a long time now. And then Amisha says, no, I don't want to hear it. I don't believe this. Not only is it someone of the same gender, but why must it be that woman's daughter? I can't wrap my brain around this. How did it come to this? And then Yuzu says, Mama-sama, after all you said to Sut-san last time, why won't you allow me? Amisha says, she's from a different family, so I can say whatever I want to her. I want my adorable, adorable Yuzu-chan to have a decent and respectable romance. And then this part was skipped too. Well, she's still in the middle of puberty and cannot go through youth without a few mistakes. This child's pretty stubborn too. If I leave her alone for a while, we'll probably cool off soon enough. I don't get it, but you two are lovers, correct? I was quite surprised on that front, but he's he's not attractive, I should say. In fact, he doesn't seem to be a good match for you. And then Yuzu says, in any case, if it's Mama-sama's orders, you don't dare do anything to make Oni-sama sad. Oh, okay, I already said that part. And then we get to the next part of the chapter, which is when Seiji's making shaved ice and there's the second joint council of war. Yay, the sign was there. Guri was swimming. It was really, really cute. But this part was skipped. You're the one who wanted to, Guri says this, you're the one who wanted to do this here, Seiji-san. Don't you go complaining now. And this is behind the school building. Why must we go outside in the midst of this heat? And then Seiji said, I didn't say anything. That was completely skipped. Let's see. Let me just double check my notes here. Here it is. Seiji says, Yuzu-chan, want some shaved ice? No, thank you. And Guri's little comment says was skipped as well. Yuzu-chan, want to swim with me? No, thank you. Let's see. Like this scene here with the proposal of what, because Akane says that she wants Seiji to kiss her. Because remember, up until this point, it's mainly been Akane kissing Seiji. And the condition was there. Oh, this part was skipped. So that Guri won't always provoke Akane-san, okay? And Guri saying, you're taking away my fun from me. But Akane, like, Akane's reaction was perfect. She had, like, foam coming out of her mouth. It was so perfect. I liked seeing that animated. And the trembling was there as well. If this part was skipped, inner monologue. Again, we're bipolar on inner monologues in this anime. If Seiji-kun will kiss me for that purpose, so let's see. Yuzu's inner monologue was there. Okay, so I think hold on a second. Oh, let me just double check real quick. Okay, so yeah, the school festival, that part was mentioned. This part was skipped. A play? That's for kids. We're not some drama club either. I like that Guri did say, I want to do a Superhero Rangers play. That would have been so freaking cool if they did that, but they didn't. Actually, I've already decided on the story. Say what? Hey, Akane, are you okay? If the press is the one choosing it, it's got to be a really good story, huh? School festivals are the time for the spotlight to finally shine on culture clubs, and I, as a member of the literature club, shall use this opportunity to showcase my talents. And so I spent the entire summer break writing a story, and so we actually already have a script. Please read my work. I'm proud of it. And the title of it is A Kiss Like a Storm. Still, you can't really expect much from the work of an amateur. And everyone's reading it and they are crying. They love it. Oh, what a great story. What a heart-wrenching romance. The scene where the two men fight over the main heroine was just amazing. See, I thought it was great too. If we're going to do this, I thought we should start practicing to save time. What do you think, guys? Yeah, let's go with this. Typical Press, she's really good at wrapping things up. Oh, here we go. And have her say just I just want to make sure I have everything here for my notes. Come on. Sorry, this is just being a pain in my ass. Here's the thing. Is that it doesn't give a fuck about the side characters. Tsukumomo did it before, but it's not as bad as this. Where is it? This part was skipped. She's new here, so let's give her the role with the biggest spotlight. Great idea. Me? That's too much for me. You'll just, or that part was there, actually. I'm sorry. Well, alright, Shikimi-san, write your name on the board. Shikimi-san's the female lead. Hey, this part was there. Please, I would love to have Akane-san play that role. Unparalleled good looks, a total hunk. I too think, yeah, that part was there. Hear that, Akane? Will you do it? Do what? Did you hear even a bit of the entire conversation? We're gonna, do a play for the school festival. The female lead is Shikimi-san, and they're asking if you want to play the male lead, Akane-san. Huh? Shikimi is the heroine? What's the meaning of this? Yay, we did it. What will we do about the other rival male lead? Whisper, I don't mind playing that role, but give that other role to this one. When that was shown, I was just like, yeah, that was good. What? Akane-san, your eyes are dilated. Guri-chan sounds great. Sounds like this play will be really fun. Akane-san, you don't have to force yourself to do it with Guri. You don't mind that all the lead roles are played by women? No problemo. But if I get along with her, you'll kiss me, all right? You'll kiss me, right? That part was there. Um, you're, you're cool with this, Guri? Well, let's see. I feel like it'll be interesting to do it with Akane-san, sure. Um, let's decide on the other rules. Oh man, is it really impossible for those two to get along? It's, I love that. Something that this anime does really well is that it does the facial expressions just perfectly. I love it. And the um, those three as the main leads, huh? Shikimi-san has managed to blend it with the class really well. The semester's just started, but it looks like there's a lot to worry about. It's I've been talking to myself lately. Let's talk about the kiss. The kiss between. Oh my god, it was so good. Like even everything leading up to it was really really nice. Because remember, Yuzu-chan is still confused, and then she says at the end, she says that chapter 25. Where are we? Notes. My notes are just being a pain in the ass right now. Crap. Hold on a sec. This is just being stupid. Okay, where are you? It's lacking because everything else is there, and this part was skipped dialogue-wise. Ooh, looks like we're actually making progress. And then Mari says, "Thanks for shopping." When they heard that Akane and the others will be the leads, the other classes said they'd help us out. And Seichi says, "Wow, they actually offered their help." And then we get to Yuzu's little tantrum. Oh my god, Yuzu, it was just about perfect. Like, the only thing that bothered me about it was that she didn't have, her hands were supposed, if you look at the manga chapter, her face is supposed to be in her hands like this. And there was some parts skipped of it as well, like this part was. All the emotions welled up inside me, just exploded, and in the heat of the moment, and above all, and then Yuzu said this out loud, she was thinking out loud, Shikimi-san's words just made me confused, but in the end, I really don't feel anything for that man. And then, again, more inner monologue skip. Why must these feelings well up inside me? Okay, and then this part really pissed me off. So, like, Yuzu's outside, and she's like, the only thing she says is, before, Seiji shows up, I lost my composure. And I'm just like, huh? That's not it. It was supposed to be, today was another distressing day. I need to get a hold of myself or they'll start thinking I'm crazy. And then this part of the dialogue was skipped when, after, Seiji chases Yuzu, and Yuzu is slow as fuck. It's pretty goddamn funny how slow Yuzu is. And, she says, to Seiji, after, she said that he was just kidding about being hurt, which is, why are you ambushing me like some stalker? What do you want from me? State your purpose. And then, the purpose was said, and that was all there, but that part wasn't. And Seiji said, this is after Yuzu ran, she says, I made her mad again. And then we get to, right before the play starts, Amari says, God, good, you two look, really cool. Guri says, they said it's for the lollipop. They said it's for us, want some? And Connie says, no thanks. Wow, it looks really good on you two. Looks like you guys are all ready. Looks good, eh? And of course, Seiji's friends aren't in the shot at all. Like, what they did was they just showed a shot of, and I kind of think it's lazy to do that, of Akane, Guri, and Shikimi in costume, and then they showed a shot of Seiji in his costume, which was, the tree. And then this part of, dialogue was skipped. Seiji says, am I the only one? And his friends are like, you fool, be grateful you even got a role. You wanted to be a stagehand, didn't you? And then Akane says, oh my god, Seiji-kun, you look so cool. You're the world's best looking tree. And then Seiji says, thanks. And he's thinking, are you complimenting me? And Guri says, Seiji-san, is Yuzu really not coming? And Seiji says, yeah, probably. And Guri says, you said it was your fault, so I trusted you to get the job done, worthless man. And then Akane says, Seiji-kun's not here to, not to blame here, And Shikimi says, Yuzu-san's not coming? That's too bad. And then Guri says, wow, Shikimi-san, you look lovely, like a real princess. And this part was skipped too. Come everyone, it's almost time for the show. Let's move the audience to tears. And this was the scriptwriter. And they didn't show like the audience's reaction to what was going on. Seiji started to do, some of the inner monologue was there, and then it just like stopped. And I was like, huh? Well, where's the rest of this inner monologue that Seiji's supposed to have? Seiji says, but the audience doesn't seem to mind. And that's in regards to Akane, like, being so monotone. Thank God the voice actress did this really well. And then after Guri comes in, Guri looks freaking awesome. I love her. Let's see. Seiji says, or he's thinking, and your problem goes way beyond just acting. There's no way the play will hold out at this rate. I bet the scriptwriter feels really down. And then we get to the shot of the scriptwriter, and he's like, hey, you're really cool with this? And this part was skipped, the scriptwriter's dialogue. The theater is alive after all. Things don't go always as the script says, and that's what's interesting. So she says, whoa, or he's thinking, whoa, what a flimsy excuse. And then she says, huh? This is when, Shikimi does her line. It's put then, the scriptwriter says, huh? Isn't that line for the final scene? Yeah, this was skipped. And then after, Akane starts attacking Guri, which was really cool to see. The hat, like, in the manga, she's like thinking, don't do it, but that wasn't there in the anime. What was the other thing? Here we go. Seiji is, here it is. Wasn't it, she slashed it in half. Wasn't she supposed to fake it? That was the plan, but, and then Seiji's like, I knew it would turn out like this. God, I need to stop them. And, Akane says, cease this nonsense. And Seiji's like, what's going on? but like after this whole thing happened with Yuzu, oh, when Yuzu came in, oh, it was so nice because Seiji's like, what's going on? Before this is before right before Yuzu comes in, and of course Shikimi's like fucking around with him too, which is pretty funny. But the whole speech with Yuzu talking to Akane was so perfect. The emotions were there, the facial expressions were so good, and I'm just like, I'm watching this scene, and I'm like thinking to myself, why can't this episode be like this? Just why? Where is where is this? Oh, something else I gotta mention is I love that that they did the her eyes are saying for Akane when she's like saying, "Did you hear what she said? This is a play, so it's okay, even if I don't get along with her, right?" And that's when Seiji's like, "Don't do it, don't do it. It's okay, right, to kill her." And then that's when Akane went on the scene. But I really like that they did that. I was thinking, thank God. And the audience, we didn't get to see the audience's reaction where they're saying, "Whoa, they're flying without wires, amazing." And then we get the conversation before, almost forgot, before Yuzu and Akane have their moment. You know, Shikimi and Seiji has their, you know, their little conversation and little dialogue. And I thought it was really, really good. That part was amazing. And we learned about, you know, Shikimi's scheme, that Shikimi's game, so to speak. Okay, hold on a second. Even like when Akane-san, that was this was after, you know, Yuzu mentioned that she initiated the kiss, the sword, Akane putting her sword right in front of Seiji was so good. Let's see. Let's see. They even got like the you know, when Yuzu's crying and she's saying like, what was it? Hold on. It was my feelings. Yeah, that was there, and I was like, oh my god, it's there. You're not stabbing anyone either was skipped. Oh, here it is. The we didn't get to see the audience going, what's going on? What are they talking about? Is that the end? What? And then we got that Yuri kiss between it. For those that don't know where Yuri is, it's the opposite of yaoi, basically. And we got that kiss between Akane and Guri, and I'm just I forgot that they did that until I saw, you know, reread this chapter, and I was like, oh my god, they did the kiss really, really nicely. Then like the reaction was completely skipped, which was this part. Yeah, I don't really get what happened, but I feel like I just saw something really touching. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what's going on, but I feel like that was the finale. And then, you know, Seiji's friends are like, will we get a chance to be in the spotlight? And then Mari's like, I don't think we can just end it like that. And then the script writer, you know, she says, wonderful, following the reconciliation between two sisters comes a searing hot kiss with a rival, truly a scenario I never would have conceived of. Shall I go with an all male cast? An all female cast sounds good too. Whoa, the ideas are overflowing. And then Mari says, I see. Well, I'm sure the audience will come to their senses soon enough. When they do, we'll take it again from the top. For now, you can all take a break. And then we get to the Yuzu Seiji stuff, and she says that she detests him. Well, she says she loathes him, but she doesn't hate him. And I'm in the manga, but I'm fine with detest. I really, that moment was really cute. And then Shikimi is this part was Yuzu said, but the part of the dialogue that was skipped there, and I kind of was like, what was about how I feel about you, that was skipped. And then Shikimi was supposed to say, I finally found you. Press said we're going to resume the play soon, so you better get back. And that was to Akane. Oh, I love that they had the scene where Akane-san's brushing her teeth and like cleaning her mouth out. I'm so glad they kept that in there. Um, uh, well, in the anime, Guri was saying that that they kissed, but they got to she says, our relationship's already reached first base. Come on, you tease. But then at the end, the really good. The stuff between Shikimi and Girly, I really loved it. It was so nice. God, like the only thing that's keeping me from, how do I want to word this? I think the only reason why because I questioned myself. I was watching today's episode. I was like, I'm still watching this. This is just nothing, for the most part, nothing like the manga. A lot of lore's cut out. I don't know what the fuck this is, but in here that actually match the manga that are really good, and Attack on Titan has a pretty damn big budget too. But considering like the budget that they have, the animation is just really really good. It's just some of the writing choices that are happening in this anime. And I'm sorry this video is so long. I didn't mean for it to be that long, but like it just, this episode, but doing here, and this is what I think they're trying to do, because I didn't say online how many episodes we're gonna have, but I have a feeling what they're trying to do is they're trying to get to that's what I think they're trying to do. I think they're trying to get to that scene or get to that portion of the manga, and I think they're just going about doing this all wrong, and it just really breaks my heart because I really really like this manga. I really do, and it just pisses me off that, especially after last week when we had a really good episode, when it was just perfect for the most part, that they give us a shit up they give us a meh, almost said shit, they give us a meh episode. And I just hope that when the time comes, we'll get to see Coloris's angel form, and because that's kind of important for him and Akua's relationship. Like, I just don't know what to think anymore about this anime. Like, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it's going to get better, but this week just, I think they're just rushing. That's what's going on. As I said, I think they're rushing to try and get to the portion of the manga where Guri becomes a devil, and I got a feeling that's where they want the season to end, and like if there's a second season, they'll travel to hell to go find Guri. I think that's what my guess is, but I'm curious what you guys thought about this, especially I want to know from the anime onlys, like, does this kind of piss you off? Fuck, I bet the manga the people that love this manga, the manga nerdigans, are just like, what the, or just like me, like, what the hell happened, Renai Boukun? But I'm curious about, in particular, the anime onlys. Like, what did you think of all, considering all the content that was skipped? Does that kind of piss you off a little bit, or is it like it doesn't bother you at all and you're still liking it anyway? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. And if you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to the Nerdigans Inc. expansion, there's a few ways you can do that. You can donate to the Nerdigans Inc. PayPal, Patreon, or purchase something off the Nerdigans Inc. Amazon wishlist. All those links are in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on the Twits, aka Twitter. Follow my Twitch channel for me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below. Until next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later. Bye!